Mark the fair flowering of the hawthorn tree, who finely clothed in a robe of white, fills full the wanton eye with May's delight. Hello there, happy Beltane or May Day. I think it's about day 38 of lockdown, and I'm sitting here beneath a hawthorn tree. Apparently under a hawthorn tree on Beltane is the best time to see the fairies. I haven't seen anything yet, but I have seen a deer, which seemed like a really good start. So as you can see, I'm wearing a crown. I thought it'd be fun, since it's May Day, to do something traditional, and crown making or garland making have been traditional British Beltane activities for a long time. So today I'm happy to be going back full circle from my first video, and that feels really nice since it's the midpoint between spring equinox and summer solstice to be returning to the hawthorn. So if you didn't already watch it, my first lockdown video was about eating hawthorn leaves, and today I'm going to talk about the flower buds and flowers which are in my crown here. So here it is, hawthorn in full bloom. Another name for hawthorn is maythorn, and that's because it traditionally blossomed on May Day. There was then a calendar revision, I think it was in the 1750s, and that brought May forward by 13 days. So after that time, hawthorn would blossom a little bit later than May Day, but this year, maybe because of all that warm weather we've been having, here it is, blossom on the 1st of May. A lot of the trees haven't blossomed yet and are still in bud, but this particular one must have got a lot of light, and there's, yeah, loads of blossom on it. And the sun's come out, hooray! So if you did watch my first video about hawthorn, I spoke about a folk name for this tree, which is bread and cheese, and I speculated as to why that was. I'd read various things and I'd heard various things, and I mentioned that perhaps there was a bird who nested in or liked the hawthorn whose song sounded like bread and cheese, and I asked for a bit more information. So I was really happy and excited to receive some responses from people on Instagram with some more information about this. So Alex at Unspeakable Arts, who's an amazing artist, tells me that a yellowhammer's call sounds like a little bit of bread and no cheese. And Miranda, who's a fantastic ecologist and foraging teacher, added that yes, the yellowhammer is a classic bird of the hedgerows that nibbles leaves of the hawthorn as though it's bread, but doesn't eat the cheese. And that brings me to hawthorn buds. So as this mystery unfolds, and I love things like this, sort of a treasure trail of folklore to be discovered. So the yellowhammer is the bird that has a call that sounds like a little bit of bread and no cheese, and the hawthorn leaves are known as bread and the buds are known as cheese. Okay, so in my first hawthorn video I went over the ID features, so you can refer back to that if it would be helpful. We've got those deeply lobed leaves here, and there are a few white blossoms that appear at this time of year. There's rowan that's also out at the moment, there's elder that will come a bit later. So it's the leaves that are going to give you positive identification of a hawthorn. And then we've got these white 5-petalled rounded flowers, and it's a little bit closed there, a bit difficult to see, but you're looking for those 5 petals, and it seems a magical fairy tree partly for that reason. The 5 petals is also known as the elven cross shape. So I'm referring to Crataegus monogyna, that's the Latin name of the hawthorn, and that's the hawthorn that I predominantly see around here. It's the one that's behind me. There is another species of hawthorn, the Midland or English hawthorn, which I've seen in other parts of the country. It's possibly in Calderdale as well. It's more of an ancient species, slightly different leaf shape, and the flowers have a different smell as well. But here we have Crataegus monogyna. The flowers smell beautiful. Sometimes they have an aniseedy hint, but I'm not getting that right now, maybe because it's been raining. I'm going to just sample the cheese. So that's the buds of the flowers. Yeah, really lovely. Slightly pea-like. There is a note of aniseed there as well. So you can eat the leaves and the leaves, flowers and flower buds. It's best to eat the flower buds and the flowers when they're freshly out and on a sunny day if possible. They're a bit tastier. As the flowers get older, the smell and taste changes and isn't so pleasant, and get a bit bitter. So now is the ideal time, or in the next week or so, to be harvesting the buds and flowers. See what you think of the taste. So as well as nibbling some hawthorn buds, once you've got your identification accurate and you're confident with that, I would invite you to make yourself a May crown today or in the next few days, just to sort of honour and celebrate Beltane. It's just something to do, it's a bit of fun. I've made this incredibly quickly actually. I don't know if you can see what the key component is there, but it's an ideal material for making a wreath or crown. Any guesses? It's cleavers or sticky weed or goosegrass. It's so simple, you just wind the plants together, and it's the sticky plant that we used to all put on our friends' jumpers when we were kids, and adults to be honest, and it just sticks to itself, so it's really easy to make a ring of that. And then I've put hawthorn blossom in the front there. So yeah, quite a quick one. I'm sure you can do some wonderful creations, and I'd love to see them if anyone does have a go at making a May crown. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful Beltane, and I shall see you next time. Maybe we talk about goosegrass then. Okay, take care, bye.